And we welcome you inside the Morgantown Ice Arena for tonight's matchup between the Lehigh University Mountain Hawks and your West Virginia Mountaineers. For I'm Ian Murray, joining me up here is Richard Turkovich. Richard, after this nice Thanksgiving break we had, we hope all you at home had a great Thanksgiving. How's your Thanksgiving, Richard?
It was very good. Ate a lot of food. My mom's peanut butter pie, fantastic. I really, that peanut butter pie is what I live for.
Well, so this D1 team has had a couple weeks off. What are the keys for today's game going into it?
Well, like you said, we've had a couple weeks off. You got to start fast. Don't let yourself be sluggish. And I think that this team is going to let us get off to that fast start. I just think that you look at the starting goaltender for Lehigh University, Jacob Brown, number 34. He is 2-2 so far. However, he has not played. He's only played in 2 entire 60 minutes. So he's only played bits and pieces of games. I think this is where you can capitalize on maybe someone's inexperience and maybe, just maybe, sneak some past him that you usually wouldn't get past him. He has a goals against of 4.67 and a save percentage of .884. I just think that that's going to be the point that we're going to have to make tonight.
Yep, and now as the teams both approach the end lines here, as always, let's send down to our public address announcer to get today's festivities underway. And we welcome you back up here to the broadcast booth. And as always, let's get into the starting lineups for this evening's matchup. First, for the visiting Lehigh University, your forwards, number 19, Ryan Mock. Number 18, Zach Gruber. Number 25, Luke McKenka. And on defense, number 28, Ray Berzinak. And number 22, Noah Fairmenter. And the starting goaltender, as we mentioned earlier, is Jake Brown, number 34, for the West Virginia Mountaineers. Your forwards, number 3, Isaac Jones, number 90, Daniel Bowser, and number 66, Leonard Haban. Your defensive pair, number 48, Michael Tirico, number 63, Ben Brombus, and your starting goaltender, number 29, Kyle Stopwitz. As here now, we'll have Bowser in the face-off circle now for the Mountaineers. We get set to drop the puck here this evening, and we are underway. Be back now, Tirico with it. He'll pass that one up ahead. Jones fighting for it along the boards there. Back to Tirico. Tirico around the boards for Brombos. Brombos gets it up there. Bond. That's going to be passed now. Brombos across Tirico. Tirico up to Jones. He's taken away there at the line by Lehigh. Knocked down from behind.
Yeah, big
there
hit
was
in the
Jones.
back there.
Brombos now beyond the net to get it. We'll swing it along the boards. Haban on the other side to gather it. Brombos with it. Haban tries to clear it out, could not. Bowser tried to get to it.
Well, that tip was dangerous because if that ends up on net, Fotopoulos was not expecting that puck to come in. Just got to be careful there.
Tirico now with it, back to Brombos. Brombos gets it up to Jones there. Jones back now. Tirico will get it across to Balduck. Balduck, rough there. Local there, couldn't quite handle that one. Shot there just went a little wide there from the Mountain Hawks. That one's center opportunity be cleared out there by Tirico, and that one's going to go down the length of the ice, and that will indeed be icing.
Well, here early on, West Virginia has kind of done what I was a little worried about, coming out on the back foot, just having a little bit of too much pressure down in this end of the ice. I think that what West Virginia needs to do is try and get this puck up into that neutral zone and start pushing towards that offensive zone. I don't necessarily think that they're playing bad as of the start of this game. I just think that they need a little more pep in their step.
West Virginia has that. Sokol tried to clear it out, could not. It was going back along in there. Tirico is able to get it, or Balduck. Jones now giving chase. Lehigh, though, will pick it up. Lehigh has it behind the net. Burkhart. Burkhart gets checked up along the glass there right below us. Is given off to Meeland. And Jones has it now for the Mountaineers. Up ahead. Now that one just went a little wide there for the Mountaineers. Lehigh now looking to gain control there. Right there to push that one back. That one's now behind the net there. Lehigh has it. They'll look to make a push here. They'll bring it into the neutral zone now. And across the blue line now. It's going to be picked up there by Taylor.
Foot race.
Foot race down the ice is going to be won there by the Hawks.
Mountain Hawks.
Mountain Hawks,
I
yeah.
like that mascot.
So we'll have another defensive zone draw here for the Mountaineers.
I'd like to know what a mountain hawk is.
I don't really know.
Like an image of a mountain hawk.
This will Karen able to win that face-off for the Mountaineers. Here's now trying to get it out of their zone still. They'll tip it out in the zone. There was Iviol. That one's now back in the Mountaineers zone. Stopwitz behind the net. We'll get that one up ahead now. We'll get it up now. Unable to keep it in there was the Mountaineers. Here comes Lehigh the other way. Lehigh's shot there is going to be blocked out front by Schmidt. Balfour now at the line. There's Briggs. They're at the blue line bound for it. Lehigh now with possession in the zone now. Shot out in front, and that's going to trickle in on Fotopoulos, and he'll cover that one up for the whistle there.
I just feel like West Virginia's having a hard time breaking out of their own end. It just seems that Lehigh is really pressing high. They're holding that blue line, their offensive blue line, that is. And I mean, it just seems like they have a weird defensive strategy where it's almost like defense on offense, if that makes sense.
Definitely. Aban tried to get to it, but could not. Lehigh keeps it in. Back to Aban now. Aban over for Jones. Jones up ahead now with some speed. Brings it in the corner now. Leaves it behind the net there. It's going to be turned over there by the Mountaineers.
Jones has always been one of those really nifty players. He gets down there, makes those stop starts, and gets people really off their rocker, if you will. And I just think that's what he tried to do down there in the corner. It didn't quite work out for him, but
Schmidt able to keep that in the neutral zone for a second. Now here's Falzer coming the other way. He'll leave that one off there, and Lehigh picks it up now.
Falzer's a guy in this game you're going to look to get that net front presence. He wants to be in front of the net, get that puck fed to him, and try and bang it in either way he can through any of the holes the goaltender's going to leave him.
Bond tips that one back on him before he goes off for a change. Lehigh has it for now. It's going to be taken away there by Sokol. Back in the corner now. Lehigh.
It's a good shift here.
Shift here by the Mountaineers indeed. Sokol was bound for it down there along with another Mountaineer. Lehigh now battle for it right in the neutral zone there. They'll retreat back into their own zone now. One's going to be back out into the neutral zone. And that one's now going to be back down. Seems like the ice have turned here in the last couple minutes for the Mountaineers. Lehigh now has it. Lehigh looking to push it up ahead here. Again, barely, but Chirico is able to push that one back down in. Intended for Karen. Karen couldn't quite catch up with it. Later on they could, and that pass up the point there intended for Chirico is going to go all the way down the length of the ice. Chirico back to grab it. Berghardt is right there on him though. Shot on that save there by Fotopoulos with the blocker now. Centering opportunity there. 10 for Meeland. Not quite able to connect there as Chirico clears it.
That's a really rough turnover trying to pass that outside the blue line. He just can't do that. He turns and he doesn't see him, but when he fires that pass, it just ends up right in the slot, and that's dangerous.
Lehigh was offsides there for a second, so they'll have to cut. Jump. Daviol is up there to Samples. Now we'll go down the length of the ice. There's Stauffer. And chase out in front. It's loose. It's going to go corner now. That pass now for its point there. Intended for Daviol. It's going to head all the way down the length of the ice.
Yeah, he just couldn't quite pinch it between himself and the boards to keep that in the zone.
West Virginia though able to get it back down in. Lehigh has it now. Now here comes Levi being able to checked up the boards there by Schmidt. That's now able to get it up ahead to Stauffer. Lehigh now with it. That across, they'll bring it on in now. Leave that one in, they'll go in on the forecheck. But Barber was right there for it. Bring that along, Jones now with it. Jones turns it over. Centering opportunity there. And no one is home there for Lehigh.
Oh, big hit from Jones there. Pulled him into the boards. That was a really nice job to pinch him. Wasn't really a big hit, rather than just kind of leading him into the boards.
Barber with it now. He'll fling that one on in, and he'll go on chase. But Lehigh will be able to pick up the puck there. Lehigh University. Now with it, the Mountain Hawks. Allen's up ahead now. But first one to get to it was McCusker. Shot on the net. That one's saved there by Fotopoulos. And here comes Sokol the other way. Sokol is on in there. Mountaineers were off sides there, but that puck anyway is going to go back down towards Fotopoulos. He's going to leave it off there for McCusker. Battle for now. On there, down near the corner. West Virginia comes away with it. Second opportunity there. Could not quite connect on that one. West Virginia will get back up to the point though. Lehigh now with it behind their own net. Lehigh now looking to break out here. Lehigh now with it up in their own zone, and they'll look to push it up ahead here. Here they come. They'll get that one on in there. Good job there by Knopf to be able to get on in. Here comes the Mountaineers though the other way. It's 56, Bruno with it.
To a really good stick lift in front of the net. That foiled that attack. Luke McConka.
Buck's loose. Loose now though. Balduck was able to get it up ahead though. But Lehigh now will take over. Here comes Lehigh. With it. That one was scooted into the neutral zone. Here comes Kaczynski. Now behind the net. Lehigh though take it away and they'll come up here. That pass there could not connect. There and Schmidt was there to gather it up. Schmidt now coming up. And he'll dump that one on in. Brown behind the net to gather that one. Now Balfour gets it back over the point. Schmidt, his shot there out front there is going to be deflected in the corner now. Balfour along the half wall there, right in front of the Mountain Hawks bench. Lehigh with it there. Out in front there, it's up in the air. Comes down now and they'll have a battle for it. The Mountaineer down on the ground there.
I can't tell who that is.
Yeah, can't quite tell who that
I think
is.
it's Samples.
Yeah, it appears to be Samples who is down on the ice there, pinned up along the boards. Anyway, here comes Berghardt the other way. His shot there, he couldn't quite get it. Follow-up opportunity there by Gruber. Wasn't there. Mountaineers avoid a dangerous chance there. Here comes Saban now. Saban with it, will lose it there for a second. And Lehigh picks it up and comes the other way now. With it, they'll bring it in. Lost the puck there for a second. Bowser with it, Brombos. Bowser back with it. Bowser up to Jones. Jones couldn't quite handle that pass. This is loose now. Saban though, tries for the stretch pass there to Jones, could not quite connect. Immediate shot there on Fotopoulos. He was ready for that one. That one, Lehigh gets it back over the point now. Shot on net, rebound, ricochet there. Good opportunity there by Carr. Couldn't quite get their deflection. Mountaineers avoid a very dangerous opportunity as the net gets knocked off on that one.
Yeah, maybe a bit fortunate there for the Mountaineers. There was a bit of a scramble. And Fotopoulos was also lucky because that puck, he goes down on that left side. The puck comes back behind the net. He's not going to be able to get back over to the right if that net doesn't come off. That's honestly a pretty fortunate moment to open.
Lehigh wins possession. Here they are. And it's saved there by Fotopoulos. He sticks out that right leg there and makes the save. Heck of a save there by Fotopoulos. Keep this one all knotted up at 0 apiece.
I don't know. I'm going to have to see the replay on this one. The net gets knocked off too. Oh, he swats at it with his paddle. Oh, my
paddle.
goodness.
I thought he pinned it underneath his leg.
That was
Sokol with it the other way.
That was a heck of a save from Kyle Fotopoulos.
Lost it there for a second, but it's right back down now on the boards, but that will be icing. So far it's been a lot better for the Mountaineers. Rough couple first minutes there for the Mountaineers, but the ice has really seemed to start tilting in the Mountaineers' way. Bruno against Berghardt with it. Berghardt able to win an immediate shot there. That one's going to go wide. Back up the point now. Berghardt with it. He'll tip that one up in the air. Or, excuse me, that wasn't Berghardt. Guard anyway, that was 21 there, Meeland. Able to, that one, but puck went up in the air, and so we'll have another face-off here. One's now on. Immediate shot there. Topless, though, was ready for it. Still along the boards there as Kaczynski with it. And leaves it off there for Karen.
Oh, there was a rebound in there. That could have been dangerous.
Taylor.
Can't say the Mountaineers aren't getting chances. They're getting some chances. They just got to capitalize on the few chances they're getting. Oh, like this one.
Loose out in front there. Taylor couldn't quite corral it, though, right there in front. Oh, battle for it now. They're in the corner. Refs are yelling at them to move the puck, and they do. They get it back up ahead there for Chirico. Gets across now there for Brombos. West Virginia now still has stuff set up there. Pass tended there for Brombos. Couldn't quite connect on that one. So leave that one for Chirico. Get up ahead now to Briggs. Lehigh, though, back with it behind their own net. They look to break out now. Here comes Gruber with it. Gruber, leave it off there. Barber, immediately right there to get it. Sam now with it. Samples will leave it off there for Briggs. Lehigh, though, will get it back. Samples, though, will poke that one back on in. Lehigh back, giving chase. There's Periotis. Periotis with it. Here's Periotis. Shot there, saved there by Fotopoulos. Now Curry with it. Curry leaves it off there for Burke. Russ says now that one's going to be covered up there by Fotopoulos as Periotis went flying in the boards a little bit there after that one.
Well, there was a deflection on that puck too. Fotopoulos is lucky he was able to get down and make that save. He's done well so far tonight, and both goaltenders for that matter have done well. They both faced 7 shots apiece.
Fouls are able to win that face-off back to Daviol. Gets this one ahead for Jones. Jones back to Daviol. Daviol, he'll leave that one now. Mountaineers will go in on the chase. Top line out there for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers, Hauser, they'll pass that one back on in. Shot there from Haban. Saved there by Brown. He'll use stick and knock that one in the corner. That one back over the point for Balduck. Here's Lehigh now with it. Their pass ahead. No icing there. As refs will say, it was deflected. West Virginia, though, able to get it. That was Balduck. He'll get it up to Jones. To Fauser. Fauser gets pinned up along the boards there. Jones comes in to help. That one's going to be shot back to Fotopoulos, who leaves it off for Daviol. Daviol, pass up ahead there for Jones. That puck's going to get dipped and out of play there. With 4:24 left to go here in the first. Lehigh wins that face-off there. For it along there, but Carr is able to dump that one on in. Here come the Mountaineers now. Going to go up the other way. That's Sokol now. and they score! There's an opportunity there. They score their goal. Appears to be going to Dylan Shea, number 27 for the Mountaineers. Take a look at it here on the replay.
This goes off a defender in the back, gets turned over in the corner, and it's a beautiful assist from right to left. That was a fantastic pass. Now I believe the pass was Stouffer, I believe. 54, at least is what it looked like to me. But that is a fantastic pass from down inside that right corner. I mean, that's right across. It could have been Nick Bruno as well.
Dylan Shea.
Number hard to see. He will be the goal scorer.
Yeah, Dylan Shea is the goal scorer, number 27. 7 is Brombos. That one back in the corner. Shot on net, saved there by Fotopoulos. And immediately, Zach Gruber, number 13, is able to get the equalizer there for the Mountaineers off the rebound.
And we're right back to even Steven there, Ian. It was just an unfortunate rebound that Fotopoulos gives up. And I mean, there's not much he can do after the rebound's been given up. That puck is right out in front of the net. But this is what we thought was going to happen. I'm going to go back to the Mountaineer goal just a couple seconds ago. I'm going to say that down there on the outside of the ice, that is what you have to do. Jacob Brown, that was exploiting maybe his little bit of inexperience. He wasn't expecting that pass. He went down too early and wasn't able to get across to get the save. But there for Fotopoulos, that's just a poor rebound.
Here comes a 2-on-1 for the Mountaineers. Trying to tie it up, and they could not capitalize.
Chances
Taylor
everywhere.
was involved in that 2-on-1 there for the Mountaineers. He has the puck back. His shot down low there for Schmidt. Schmidt with it. He'll pass that one along the boards before he gets hit. Battle for it now in the corner. Lehigh has it now.
Ian, I think Santa Claus might have come a little early and gifted us with a fantastic hockey game.
Certainly appears like we are going to be having a good one here this evening. Lehigh has it for the second in their own zone. Try to clear, but to keep it in there is Stouffer. To Schmidt. And now tip that one to the corner. There's Samples. Was there. Samples giving chase now. Clyde's cleared out. Could not. As Barber was there to keep it in. West Virginia now that one back in on Fotopoulos, and he is there for the save.
Oh, and now we got some extracurriculars here.
Yeah, Schmidt.
In front of the net, Schmidt was tangled up there with Berghardt.
Schmidt, Berghardt. He got a bit tangled after that one.
Yeah, they were kind of grabbing each other's stick.
Keep an eye on how that progresses throughout this game.
And we've seen
Berghardt there. He'll lose it. He gets knocked down there from Davialt, though. Jones back. Fauser up to Jones. Back to Fauser. Fauser is pass for Oban. Could not quite connect there on that one.
He was trying to bank it off the boards to get it over to Haban. That would have been a really brilliant. I mean, it was a brilliant idea. It just didn't quite have the steam to do it or the right angle. I like the hit. He tried that though.
Davialt with the puck here. He'll get that one along the boards there for Jones. Jones will get it back. Though as Davialt and Gruber were tied up in front of the net there to begin that one. Now back on the other end of the ice. Lehigh has control of it here. As Jones tried to take it away, but here comes Lehigh now. They're making a change here, so they only have 3 players up here on the ice. Jones able to have it. Jones with it behind his own net. Jones cross to Bowduck. Bowduck, his pass up ahead there for Bruno. Bruno, his shot there, saved there by Brown.
I think the net might have come off.
That appears to be the indication because puck certainly was not covered up. 34.1 seconds to go here in the first period.
It's been a
Been a quick
first
one,
period.
yeah. Been a quick one, too.
It's been really fun to watch. I've been enjoying this one so far.
That one's going to be up into the netting now and out of play.
And that stretch pass you just saw from down here on the right-hand corner across to the left to the opposite blue line. Perfect definition of a breakout stretch pass.
Bruno was taking the face off there. He'll win it. Over there, left it there for Sokol. Out in front, Sokol, and he scores! Able to poke in what appears to be through the 5-hole of Jake Brown there for Lehigh. And with 17.6 seconds to go, West Virginia is now on top 2-1.
Well,
Look at the replay
this
here.
puck starts down low. It comes up into the middle, and then it's just a fire home from the middle of the ice. Fantastic assist, fantastic shot, fantastic goal, and that is a great job from the West Virginia Mountaineers to put one in the back of the net to take the lead and take the momentum right away from Lehigh right at the end of the period. That is exactly what you wanted to do.
Goal scorer there is number 15, Max Sokol.
And it's another situation where maybe we see the inexperience of Brown come in again. When that puck came out, he wasn't quite ready for it. And it just splits him through the 5-hole.
And that will do it here for the first period. So after one period of play, West Virginia 2, Mountain Hawks 1. We'll be back with you for the second period. And we welcome you back here for the start of the second period. We have switched ends of the ice here. The Mountaineers and the Mountain Hawks are ready to go for the second period. The Mountaineers ahead 2-1. What are you looking for here out of the Mountaineers here to begin this second period?
Well, if you're Lehigh, you went into the you went into the locker room, not university. You went into the locker room probably a little shocked that honestly that it's 17 seconds left you get scored on. But I think the conversation in the locker room was going to be, don't let that go to your heads. Let's go out there, take it one goal at a time. We can get back in this thing, which I think Lehigh will most likely get back into this game. I think they're going to definitely score another one. But I think that the Mountaineers, your message to them in the locker room is, hey, we're up right now. Let's just protect the lead. Be smart with your decisions. Don't do any dumb turnovers. And this second period should be good.
And players scooting in a little bit, cheating off there. The puck is dropped, and we're on our way here to begin the second period. Immediately there on Fotopoulos. He will save that one and leave it for Brombos. Well, now Haban loses it there, but Brombos is able to get it back. Now here comes Jones. Jones brings it on in, weaves it off there, but that pass is going to be intercepted there by Berzenak. An immediate shot there on Fotopoulos as soon as Lehigh crossed the blue line, but he will glove that one and hold on to it for the whistle.
You know, Ian, I think I might have just come up with a genius invention. Hot hands that are the shape of a glove.
Certainly is a chilly one here inside the Morgantown Ice Arena here.
Oh, it's so cold, that's all I can think about.
This evening, but we're here playing hockey.
Oh, I've got about 4 layers on. I don't know about you.
Yep. As we tip now beyond the net. We're going to clear that one all the way down. And it was tipped there. So no icing there.
Mountaineers
we'll
might
leave
have
it
gotten
off
away
there.
with one there.
There's Bruno right there with it, but he lost it. He'll get it back. Bruno with control of the puck here. He'll get up ahead here to Shea. Shea will get it back to Bruno. Bruno loses control of the puck.
They got stuck in between his skates. He wasn't really sure where it was.
Pass ahead here, and the Mountaineers couldn't quite get it as that was Shea was trying to get a deflection on that puck there.
Oh, Ian, you know what else I realized about this game? We have not had a penalty yet.
Yeah.
The penalty bug has not hit this game yet, which is very surprising with how close the game is. You would think there'd be, a slip up, maybe a trip or something that would happen so far. So far, no. And honestly, to that point, this game's been very clean so far.
Yeah.
There was that little bit of chippiness that was down here in front of the net.
Yeah.
But even then, that hasn't developed into much. And we know with this Mountaineers team, usually little things like that, by the end of the game, do turn into big things. But it just seems like tonight that it's not going to be one of those type of games. And, I mean, if the Mountaineers are in the lead, they'll gladly keep this game clean.
We'll switch sides here, and bit of Fotopoulos left. Immediate shot there off the face-off save there by Fotopoulos. West Virginia is able to get it down there, giving chase to Shea. Shea gives Mulder a hit into the boards. Here comes Lehigh the other way. Shot on net. That one went wide. Their shot came from Heinberg. Back up a point there. Now having up Heinberg back with it. Heinberg cross there. Shot there. That one went wide there from Knopf. That one's now down the other end of the ice. Kaczynski. One right there. Karen also in there. That's Kaczynski with it. Kaczynski is kind of bad that one on back in. Mulder was right there for it though. West Virginia has it back now. They'll bring it on in. Here's that Stouffer. Stouffer Cross ice shot, and they score! And with 17:08 here in the second period, and they're on top. Goal scores number 76, Marcus Barber. As we take a look at the replay here.
It was just a pass from left to right. Goaltender couldn't move from right to left fast enough, and that puck gets absolutely buried in the net. That was a fantastic shot from just around that right wing circle, and you know what? It's 3-1 Mountaineers.
Curry wins that face-off, though. Back of Parkenter. That's now West Virginia. Going to push it up ahead. To do is that will slowly trickle on down there as Parkender tries to clear it. Could not as Stouffer tried to keep it in. Looks up in the air. Knocked down there by Curry. Lehigh now looking to look at it. Here comes. That's that one back to the point now there. Verzniak. Lehigh still has it. Verzniak gets it back. There across. Out in front now. Loose will go to the corner there. West Virginia is able to clear that one. Verzniak with it, but Lehigh was offsides there on that one.
Well, I'm going to say something that almost everybody says about hockey. A 2-goal lead in hockey is the most dangerous lead in hockey. I just feel like when you're up by 2, sometimes that complacency sets in, and that's how you give up leads like this. I think the Mountaineers just need to make sure they reset their minds, play it like it's 0-0, and can keep the pressure on, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, that's when all these problems start to occur.
A Bond with it. We'll leave it off there for Fowler. Fowler still giving chase. He'll lose it there as Justice was able to take that one away. Pushes it back. Was Gardy. Now with it behind the net. Over Justice. Justice, that pass there is intercepted by Fowler. Cross now, Habon giving chase there. Fowler still after it. There as excellent hit there by Jones on Justice there.
I think that was more of a coming together than really a hit. They both hit each other very hard, and that was a dangerous play though, because he ended up going into the boards with his back to the boards, and he just
certainly looked like a great hit though from Jones. That's the way it was.
Yeah, just got to be conscious. Oh, good save.
There's shot there, save there by Fotopoulos.
But anytime you go into the boards backwards like that, it's, you know, you just got to be careful, especially when you're maybe on your side. When you back into it, like when you're standing up straight, that's not terrible. But whenever you're laying on your back, you have, you know, the possibility of hitting your head off the boards, you know, stuff like that. That's just, you got to be careful in that type of situation.
Got to be careful for sure. That one's able to sneak out into the neutral zone there. Lehigh bring it back in, but West Virginia will deny him. Back together now is Cordette. And they score immediately. Takeaway there from Sokol. And he is able to bury it in the back of the net there. And now it's a 3-goal lead as West Virginia is up 4-1.
Well, I tell you what, this was rough goaltending here from Brown. He's right down in front. He has the angle cut off. He's at his near post. In my opinion, he should make that save. However, the puck ends up into the back of the net. Mountaineers are fortunate, and that makes it 4-1. And Ian, what did I say in the open of this game? He's an inexperienced goaltender, and I figured it was going to cost Lehigh, and it has so far.
Puck was loose out in front there for a second. The Mountaineers able to clear it away, and here come the Mountaineers now. Cross ice there from Shea. Wasn't quite able to connect.
And don't forget, too, the Mountaineers have scored 4 goals on only 12 shots.
Oh, it's going to be cleared in Now is Taylor on the net with that one. His pass up ahead here for Karen. Try to get it, but back to Taylor now. Taylor, second opportunity there for Karen. Was not there. Karen wasn't quite able to bury that one, and the puck goes out of play there, so that will cause the whistle.
And that got sent over the boards. Out of play. A couple fans had to duck. But like I said, I just think it's been poor goaltending for Lehigh tonight, as far as I've seen. But Ian, at the same time, you see, like I said, he's only ever played 2 full games. Do you think he gets subbed out in this one?
We'll have to wait and see how this one continues to go, as that one's going to be down. No icing on that one.
It's not a crazy proposition considering the history of the playing time that the goaltender Brown has gotten.
We battled down on in now as Kaczynski and Zglardy has a bit of a coming together right there at the boards.
And Kaczynski had the puck on a silver platter in front of the crease, and it just came away from his stick.
And the arm is up there as Brown was starting to head towards the net there, and that will be first penalty of the night. So the Mountain Hawks will be on the power play there as a tripping is going to be assessed here.
See, that's one that, with this big of a lead, you'd like not to take that. But when you're up by 3, you get room. And it's not that big of a deal if you do give up these penalties like this. It's just you can't let it be too frequent. And like I said earlier, this is the first penalty of the game, and we're almost halfway through the game. I think that's pretty good in the Mountaineers' favor.
Jacob Kaczynski, number 5, is the guilty party there for the trip for the Mountaineers.
And he was also the one that almost scored that goal down here.
Yeah. Lehigh now has it set up there. Loose out in front there. Really bad in the corner. Gets it back up to the point there. Shot there from Berzniak. Went a little wide. Lehigh has it back now, though. Loose out in front there. Going to be knocked away to the corner now. Back up to Berzniak. Cross now. It's out in front of the Mountaineers there. Jones is able to clear that one all the way down for Brown. Brown leaves it off there for Berzniak. And he'll get that one across to Hinberg. Hinberg now. Hinberg with it. Brings it up. And across the line there. Leaves it off for Curry. And the arm is up again. And we have another penalty here. And it's going to be too many men on the ice. Oh, with that there. With too many men on the ice penalty. And that will cause this to be 4-on-4 for the next 55 seconds.
Ian, when will I learn to close my mouth? Oh, boy. As soon as we start talking about no penalties, we've had 2 in the last, not even 2 minutes.
Anyways, after these 55 seconds, Mountaineers will be on an abbreviated power play. Chance to go up by 4.
Well, the penalty kill was doing very well up until that penalty dealt to Lee. I mean, now it's a 4-on-4, obviously, but still, I got to hand it to the penalty kill. They didn't let anything up in that just around a minute and 5 seconds that they were out there.
Couldn't quite tell who's going to be serving the too many men minor for the Mountain Hawks on that one. But we'll play 4-on-4 here as Justice has it. He leaves it now up ahead for out in front there. It's still headed across the line and now dead. As Fotopoulos was trying to dive on top of that one before it went across the line. Could not quite gather it there.
Well, Fotopoulos was here, there, and everywhere. I just think that puck took some Unlucky bounces because he makes the initial save. The rebound comes out, it gets fanned on, and then he tries to jump on it, and he accidentally swats it into his own net. That's a really unfortunate set of circumstances for Kyle Fotopoulos, and that's going to reel Lehigh in within 2. And we're still going to be on 4-on-4 here.
Back to a 2-goal game. Now, Lehigh wins that one. 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds. That one's going to be dumped now into the corner there.
I don't know. We might be in for a high-scoring shootout.
That one's up in the air, and that one land in the corner there for Burkhart. As now it is Goret bringing it up ahead here. Burkhart with it back. Outside's there, couldn't quite connect. And that will do it there for the power play. Mountaineers now up ahead, breakaway there, still out front, loose, still. And I believe it's underneath Brown now, and it is there.
And that was just a lot of bodies diving on top of each other. Hope Brown's okay. He had a lot of body weight on top of him. And of course he did have the puck underneath him. But man, what an opportunity for the Mountaineers. The goal just needed to be maybe about 10 feet further back, and I think that could have been an absolute breakaway. But they just didn't have enough space to work with, and then by the time they try to get the shot off, they're already in the crease. And at that point, the goaltender's so big, wherever the puck goes, usually that's pretty easy to save.
Fowler taking the face off there. Unable to win it, but kept in there by the Mountaineers as Balduck has it. Balduck leads it off there as Bruno now gets it back. Bruno with it. Cross ice.
Just out of reach.
There, yeah, that was intended for Barber. Couldn't quite connect. Back to Balduck. Balduck. That's now Haban, back up to Balduck. Balduck will try to bring it on in there. Lose it for a second. It gets back to Haban. Haban wheels it on in. Buck's going to be deflected in the corner there. West Virginia, bound for it. Barber, right there. Going to be Haban. Haban center opportunity there for Bruno. Could not quite connect on that one. Bruno gets it back. Power play is over. Bruno has control of the puck. Shot in on net there. Fowler was right in front there. Fowler still has control of the puck. It's going to be taken away there by Burkhart. Burkhart now gets it up ahead there. No down now. Battle for now out in front here. One's cleared. Gets out into the neutral zone. Here come the Mountaineers now. Here, that's Haban. Haban with it. Back kept in. There, back. Taylor with it. In there, bodied off the puck there for a second from Brombos. We're still fighting for it there as that one will go along the wall as West Virginia has it. But right off the bench there to intercept that one was enough. Mountaineers now will come the other way. Chirico with it now behind the net. Chirico, his pass up ahead there, could not quite connect there with Kaczynski, and that will be icing.
Yeah, it's been a minute here without a whistle ever since that power play ended. That was a really good shift for the Mountaineers down here, by the way. Just couldn't quite capitalize on a couple of those opportunities they had. This Mountaineers team, they really got the pedal to the metal. They're full on the gas, no sign of the brakes.
As Lehigh has it in the corner now, but it's going to be intercepted. Their centering pass there, out in the middle there, intercepted. You try to bring it up ahead now. They'll get it in there. Barber will play it behind, or Brown, and my apologies, will play it behind the net there. It up ahead, Brombos. Bush leaves it off there for Stouffer. Up ahead now, that one's going to go all the way down as Briggs couldn't quite gather it. Stouffer gets it back, leaves it off there, and saved there by Brown. Now going to go all the way down the ice, and that indeed will be icing there. So it'll come all the way back down now with 7:40 left to go here in the second period. Mountaineers currently lead the Mountain Hawks 4-2. And now we have Bruno taking the face-off for the Mountaineers. Lehigh has it back. Shea. There's the hit there.
Yeah,
Mountaineers able to keep it in
hit
zone.
from Shea.
Stick there by Bruno. Shea tried for the centering opportunity there. That pass going to go all the way down there on Fotopoulos. He just slows that one down and leaves it off.
It's easy for me to say because
Turnover there for the Mountain Hawks, and that one was nothing was able to do. I'm sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, no, you're fine. But I was just going to say, it's easy for me to say because I'm up here and not down there, but I think he should have tried for the wraparound there back behind the net. Just because Brown was kind of off-centered off to his right, he would not have been able to save that wraparound.
Arm is up there, and so we will have another penalty coming up here.
Boy, this second period.
Appears like West Virginia now will be heading to the box.
Quite a few penalties.
Or unsure why the arm was up. No one's going to the box.
Yeah,
the arm was up.
No penalty.
No penalty, and then
may
we
have
just
been.
touched the puck, and then the whistle blew.
No, and it wasn't offside. Could have been icing.
Bruno there, unable to connect. Lehigh pushed it up ahead, knocked off the puck there. Good hit there by Schmidt.
And Davey Holt blew a tire
And
on the back
he
check.
will
Oh,
get
boy.
immediately laid back out there.
And that one
And that
will
will
be a
draw a penalty there.
Well, we didn't get it last whistle. This whistle will get it. And he appears to be okay, but that was nasty.
Schmidt is up on the
Oh,
ice there.
that's-
He'll head off.
I would think that's a cross check. Yeah, that's what the call is. He cross checked him up underneath the pads. Like he hit him kind of like this. Like
Yeah.
up. And really hit him on his head. That was
Couldn't quite see who the number was.
quite a vicious hit.
It might have been number 23, Imberg.
Well, the only dirty part about it was the cross check. I mean, I think if he doesn't use his stick there, I think it's a clean
Let's
hit.
hear. Might have hurt some iron on that one. Bruno is able to get it back. Anyways, the Mountaineers are now on the power play. Baldock with it. Baldock, leave it for Bruno. Does now. There wasn't. Bowser is able to get it back though.
And Haban is begging
Haban is-
for it up at the point.
Not going to get it. Aban now gets it. There, couldn't quite handle it.
He didn't get it when he wanted it.
Is able to clear that one.
He wanted a cross ice pass up on top of the blue line. He thought he had a clear lane to shoot. He just didn't get the puck when he wanted it. I think he would have had a pretty fair shot at the goaltender.
Second power play unit out for the Mountaineers now. As the Mountaineers are behind their own net as they look to reset here. There's Barber. Has it. Still one of the remaining guys on the first power play unit. Bruno also out there. Jones from the second play unit comes out. As Bruno
Oh,
heads towards the
through
bench.
traffic.
Out for Karen. Karen couldn't quite bury it though. That one's back to the point now for Shea. Shea. His shot there, glove save and snagged.
Nasty glove save there.
Yeah, he snagged that one right out of the air there. Does Brown hangs on for the whistle.
As some of his teammates would probably like to say, ew, that was a incredible glove save. I mean, seriously though, he just flashes that glove up like it was nothing. He knew where the puck was coming. I mean, that's just a good glove save. That's probably the best save that Brown's made so far tonight.
30 seconds left to go on the power play for the Mountaineers. Gets it back up to the point there as Brombos has it. He gets it across now for Stouffer. That puck's now going to go behind the end of the net there with 10 seconds to go. That might do it here for the Mountaineers power plays. Indeed it will. As 5 seconds now tip off. That was going to be taken away there by Lehigh, and they'll swing around the boards, and that will do it. The power plays come to an end. Out in front, and Topoulos is right there, and he'll cover that one up for the whistle.
Well, like I've been saying, 2-goal lead's the most dangerous in hockey. And when you let Lee get that 1 goal to come back, and now it's 4-2, you just got to be careful, because if they score one, they get the next one, and it's all of a sudden you're in a 1-goal game that's honestly going to be very tight. Because this game, even though the scoreboard says 4-2, it's been a very close game. It is not one of those games where it's a 4-2 kind of blowout type of deal. I mean, the shot count says it. I mean, Lehigh has shot 20, West Virginia has shot 19 so far.
Jones there lost control of the puck there. Turns it over now. But West Virginia will take it right back there. That's a Bond who's able to get it back. He'll get it over to Jones now. Jones with it, looking for a Bond in the middle. Couldn't quite get it to him. Now Fowler, Jones will have it. Refs yelling at him to move the puck, and indeed they do. That'll be Fedora. But kept in. Fowler, centering opportunity there for Jones. But there was a couple of Lehigh's University players right there.
And that was a really smart play, and I'm going to tell you why. He's down low, and he doesn't try to find Jones. He tries to find the stick of the defender.
Shot there from Bruno, saved there by Brown. Brown still loose now. Bruno tried it, couldn't quite get the edge as he tried for the wraparound there. That one's now going to be back down in there, but Fedora right there. That one's back on down now. Lehigh gets it back on the point. Shot there. Be able to make its way through the traffic, and Topoulos has his eye on it the whole time, and we'll be able to make the save on that one.
Well, the shot count, 20-20. It's a close game, Ian. I keep saying it. I know it's 4-2, but it's been a close game.
Been a good one here this evening.
Just don't want to let Lehigh get back into this game.
Certainly seems like, though, Mountaineers are maybe looking to get back in the locker room here soon, because it seems like momentum might be starting to kind of shift towards the Mountain Hawks here. Here, West Virginia.
Well, I think if you can get to the locker room up two, you can reset, kind of maybe reset the momentum for that third period, which all indications would say that would be what would transpire.
That one found the bench of the Mountaineers. Nears appeared like it might have been backup goaltender, Zach Hall, number 30, who ended up catching that puck that went into the net, went into the bench.
Well, I always say about these goaltenders, maybe baseball players in a past life sometimes, and the nuts come off down here. And we got
Karen,
here we go.
Here we go. Here's Karen. Did not like the way Lehigh was coming after him as he was trying to get the puck in the back of the net there.
He did not. And what have I always said? What did I say? Those small moments in the first period, this team, it seems to build up and come to a head in that third period. I would not be surprised if we saw some extracurriculars here in the third. That really wasn't too bad. There was a couple shoves. You know, they're probably barking at each other a little bit, but I mean, in that third period, I feel like that's where it's really going to get a bit chippy.
Briggs with that face-off. There's Gruber. Has it. Right there, Stouffer. Stouffer with it, gets it back over the point. Shot in front of the point. Saved there by Brown. He'll play that one. Good hit there by Scott Samples on that one. Mountaineer bench certainly loves it. West Virginia has it. Heck, now they'll shoot that one down there, and that will indeed be icing.
And well, the second period been the opposite of the first period in so many respects. Penalties, Been a little bit less scoring in this period.
Just when I said the momentum might be shifting, you get that one hit there from Scott Samples, and Mountaineers bench is right back into it.
Well, that's a beautiful thing about the game of hockey, though. One little thing can shift the momentum so much, and I think that's what you're seeing in this game.
Going to be back to the point there. Justice able to keep it in. Loose out in front. Here, Lehigh player found the ice on that one, and that shot there is going to find the netting behind the net.
I believe that was Ferdinand Berghardt. Fine bit of acting, I will say. He went down quite easily, in my opinion. I think he felt the contact around his skate area, went down, was going to see if the referees were going to give it to him. They did not. But that's how I saw that.
West Virginia will win that face-off. They'll come up the other way. It's Jones. Jones with it. Jones, his shot there is going to be deflected up and into the netting there.
Well, it might have ended up into the netting up above the glass, but honestly, that was a very good shot. He pulls that one into the middle, and I mean, if you rip that shot, you never know where that's going to end up going, especially when it goes off a defender like that. That might end up in the net.
Defender had his stick in the right place there and is able to just deflect that into the net, able to win it there. Jones, his immediate shot, denied there by Brown. Back up to the point there for Baldock. Bowser with it. He losing control, and here come Mountain Hawks down the other way. Shot there. Jones has it in the corners. We reach the final minute of the second period.
And in the next stoppage, let me know. I have something to show you. I've received some intel.
It's going to be down now there. The Bond giving chase here. Up the point, shot blocker, saved there by Brown. It's going to be tipped out ahead. Here come the Mountain Hawks. Here, that'll be number 23, Hinberg, but he lost it. Now, Oaks have it here. They're loose out in front here. Mountaineers now with control, 10 seconds to go. Here they come. Here's Shea, he gets tripped up there. And with 4.5 left to go, Mountaineers will be going on the power play.
So my mother watches all the broadcasts, has called in on a text message and has sent a picture of what a mountain hawk looks like. That is a mountain hawk. For those of you that cannot see what I am looking at right now, it looks kind of like a bald eagle and a falcon if they had a baby.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's kind of what it looks like to me.
It's brown. It matches their jerseys.
Yeah, it does.
Garrett gets held there. He was complaining about it, but that will do it for the period. So begin the third. Mountaineers will be on the power play for 1:56. We'll be back with you here shortly for the start of the third. And we're welcoming back here for the start of the third period. Mountaineers will be beginning on the power play here. In minute 55 there, as we had a trip there to end the second period.
Well,
so
here we go.
Ian. Yep.
20 more minutes of hockey, and one of these teams is going to be a winner.
Yep. Here, it may be a frozen tundra up here tonight, but
oh, frozen tundra ain't right. It's Hoth. You ever seen Star Wars, Ian?
no. Well, yeah, but yeah.
It's Hoth.
Yep.
The ice planet.
Yep.
If you've seen Star Wars, you know what I'm talking about.
That one's going to go all the way down the length of the ice here. Bell on Fotopoulos out behind the net to gather that one up. Belduck leave it off there for Bruno. Here comes Bruno up there with some speed. First power play unit out for the Mountaineers. Belduck now will get it over to Haban. Haban makes a move, does control in the center there for Bruno. Bruno couldn't quite corral it. So that one's going to be back now for Stouffer. Stouffer leaves it back now, Bruno. Bruno gets it up ahead for Haban. Haban banks it off the boards there, but will turn it over there.
He tried to do a nifty move there, and it almost worked for him. Just good read from the Lehigh University defense there. Well, I say defense, more like the offense, but.
Haban, his pass up ahead for Jones, who would have had a breakaway. Couldn't quite connect his two Lehigh defensemen right there to deny him that one. So Brombos has it back now. He'll get it up ahead now to Stouffer. 20 seconds to go. Stouffer brings it on in. He'll turn that one over for there, as that'll be Brombos who gather back, and they'll bring it back in. Now with 10 seconds to go. Stouffer will give chase, but Lehigh's able to tip it out. First one to get to it's Gruber. Gruber leaves it off now. Mountaineers now behind the net there. Schmidt with it. Schmidt around the net now. Brombos. Brombos will get that one out into the neutral zone. And good hit there.
Oh,
by that was Dylan Shea, but unfortunately,
I think they're going to call elbowing here.
on that hit, yeah, they're going to be assessing Dylan Shea a penalty here.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I agree with that one. I definitely think it was a high hit. I don't think he came in with a flying elbow.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like it was a pretty clean hit to me as well. But
to me, that seemed like a clean hit. I respectfully, I disagree with the referee's decision there.
Referees certainly have been good though here tonight.
Yeah, you know, and I'll give the referees credit. We haven't had to talk about them a whole lot tonight, and that's usually a good thing.
Yep.
You don't have to mention them, but that to me was a pretty. I don't believe that was a good call.
Davio, along with Taylor, along with Gruber, and that'll be the lead, and Berghart came in there towards the end there in the battle. It's back out loose now. That shot from the point is saved there by Fotopoulos.
And I have a feeling this third period's going to be a long one.
17:09 left to go here in the third.
Now the question is, what time is this game going to be over? Because it's 11:23. I don't think we make it to midnight tonight.
Hopefully not.
Don't think so.
Samples.
Oh, so you say hopefully
loses
not. I like when it gets that late.
Hey, well, Chirico in the corner. He'll swing that one along the boards, but Lehigh's able to keep it on in. Lehigh back up to the point. Shot there. Couldn't quite snag it with Fotopoulos. That one's still loose. Back up to the point now. Lehigh. Lehigh now over. Back up to the point here. Shot net block. Let's say there by Fotopoulos. In the corner now. Samples. And Brombos is right there. Along with Superior.
I don't know. I feel like this might
Periatis
have,
is right there in it as well.
This might have been Lee University's golden ticket to get back in this game. They still got 30 seconds, but I think if you don't score here, it's going to be a hard road for them.
Yep. Lehigh, that centering pass there intended for Knopf, and shot there from the point. Knopf has it back in the corner. It's taken down there by McCusker. Back Lehigh, back to the point here. Cross ice now. Did not quite get it. There as McDonough does take that pass from
expired.
The power play has come to an end, so we'll be battling now along the boards here. Here's Himberg, has it. He'll weave it off there for McConnell. That shot there is going to be deflected by Bowduck over to McCusker. And right there was Jones. Move that one back for Bowduck. But right there intercepted was McConnell. That shot there from Himberg just went a little wide. Himberg has it back. He weaved it for Gruber there.
West Virginia
that
got some tired bodies out there right now. You got to get out of the zone here soon. And don't ice the puck.
Over to Bowduck. Bowduck couldn't quite get it out. Gruber has centering pass there. Dopp was able to get over, but that shot went wide. Center opportunity there. Goes home, goes back to the point, and the shot from the point goes through the 5-hole of Fotopoulos. He is able to save that one. Jones is arguing something. Doesn't look like it's going to go his way, though, as the goal scorer is Ray Erzenek.
Well, they kept the momentum after the power play. West Virginia was pinned down here. We've been down here for about 2 minutes, couldn't get the change. Tired bodies out there. I think that's what really equated to that goal. Tired bodies were on the ice. Everybody, some of them looked like they had their feet in brick and mortar. It's a rough situation because you don't want to ice the puck because then you're really in a bad situation. They keep it in down here. Now the referees are talking to the West Virginia bench.
Yeah, Tyler Kutek is over there. Like I mentioned, Jones was trying to motion something to the refs.
Well, another thing that happened there in that sequence was the puck came down low and Fotopoulos was kind of doing the splits. And if that centering pass comes quicker, that goal was still going to happen. I just think that's just a product of having tired bodies on the ice. And I don't think it's nothing more than that.
The only thing I can assume is maybe West Virginia was arguing goaltender interference.
I doubt that. I didn't see anybody near Fotopoulos. Maybe a hold against the boards, but even then that might be a reach. I'm really not sure what they were arguing about. But nonetheless, that gives Lehigh a lifeline back into this game, down only one now, and they still got 14 minutes to go.
That one back in now. Lehigh right back with it. They have come out of the locker room firing here.
Oh, I would love to know what was said in the locker room in between the second and third period because you're right. They have come out flying.
Erghardt there went tumbling over there. West Virginia will try to get something going here as Briggs. It's that one pinned up along the boards there.
I'm not going to lie. It might be the time in the game for Kutek to maybe use a timeout just because the momentum is heavily in Lehigh's favor at the moment, and it has been since West Virginia took that penalty. And I just think if you maybe get a reset like that, that could help the Mountaineers. Or you just get a big hit.
Yeah, the bench has certainly gone silent here.
Yeah.
Same with this crowd here in Morgantown as that puck will be icing here. So West Virginia here with the chance on an offensive zone faceoff.
Well, Ian, you mentioned it earlier with that one hit that really swung momentum. I think that could happen again. It's just that the Mountaineers need to get that grit back in this game. This game hasn't been chippy, but in a one-goal game like this, you got to think it's going to start soon.
Shot there from the point from Brambos. That one went wide.
And Brown was doing the splits trying to get to that puck.
There when that puck went out of play, so that is what caused the whistle on that one. 13:01 here left to go in the third period.
the shot count, Lehigh still favored in the shot count 27-21, but that's a very minuscule gap in my opinion.
Chirico able to keep that one in for the Mountaineers, so they'll go in on forecheck here. That one's going to scoot out in the center ice, though. Chirico, though, will put that one back on in. Brown out of the net there. Going to be a turnover there as West Virginia's going to be able to knock it back the other way. But Lehigh's able to pick that one up now. And Chirico is able to get back for it. He'll leave it off for Shea there, but it's going to be turned over at the blue line. So Chirico now with it. Well, end it off there, but he'll turn that one back over now. Makana. Right there. Sokol. That was the one giving chase. Bruno back with it. Bruno. He'll push that one on in. West Virginia will go off on the change as Haban goes in on the forecheck. Fowler and Jones out there now with Haban. Top line out for the Mountaineers. Jones has it. Back now to Haban. Back to Jones. There. That one, Fowler still has control now in the corner here, but he'll lead that one. Get it back, though, is West Virginia as Fowler, the one who gets it back, gets over the point. Baldock, his shot loose out in front. That puck went over the net, up into the air, out to the point. Davey, his shot there. That bug went high, and that hit the netting, it appears, so that will cause the whistle on that one.
How that many pucks gets deflected and not a one went out of play was incredible. Those pucks, they were going high enough to go out of play. They just didn't have the distance. That's crazy to me that only one of those ended up going out of play out of about 4 or 5 of them.
Face-off is brought out into the neutral zone there, as Kaczynski was able to shoot that one back on in. Karen was behind the net to get it, but Lehigh already cleared that one out, and they'll tip that one into the net, into the West Virginia bench there. Long was the one who tipped that one into the bench. Well, 10:53 left to go here.
And Schmidt was the one that caught the puck that time down there on the bench.
Still battled for it. Karen wasn't quite able to get it. Baldock, though, is able to push that one back in. Taylor giving chase. Taylor wasn't quite able to take it away, as here comes Lehigh the other direction here. It's pinned up along the boards there. Right there to recover it was Long.
That was a really nifty pass into the middle. They didn't connect, but that was a really good idea.
Kaczynski was with it. Well, he'll pass that one on in. There's Lehigh. Will push that one down the length of the ice here, and no icing here. Schmidt now with it. Schmidt behind the net. Getting everything set up. We'll leave it there for Barber. Barber now with some speed. His pass there, stretched there for Stouffer, and that will be icing there with 9:55 left to go.
There's a lot of time left in this one. West Virginia, the Mountaineers defense just needs to make sure they lock down. You cannot have a costly turnover at this stage in the game. That would be detrimental to this game.
Briggs taking the face-off there for the Mountaineers. Samples was right there and won it there for the Mountaineers. Samples seems to be making the plays here for the Mountaineers. Samples back with it. And here comes Samples now. Banks it off the boards there.
Right as you said that, he stole the puck.
And now Samples right back in the action. Certainly seems like it's been this fourth line out here tonight for the Mountaineers. has been putting on a show here this evening. They've been playing really well. Turnover there. Stouffer wasn't quite able to get it. There, that fourth line consists of Stouffer, Briggs, and Samples. As Lehigh will bring it on in. Shot in net, saved there by Fotopoulos. There's it loose. Stouffer will get it up now. Samples was trying to get it out into the neutral zone, diving on the ice there. He does indeed get it out into the neutral zone. That one's going to be reared into the corner there as Bruno going to chase back over the point there, but Brombos was right there, tipped it back up, but it gets back in now as Gruber. That one. That one's back now for Chirico. Over to Brombos. Just circle Shea there. Bruno, his shot there, that one went wide. An excellent hit there by number 14, Brendan Baldock. And that gets the bench back into it here.
Yeah, Baldock, I mean, he jumped off his skates to make that hit. Personally, I love that. That was exactly the type of hit you needed to get the momentum back in West Virginia's favor.
Yeah, as I kind of mentioned, it was that fourth line there for the Mountaineers here this evening. Kind of started changing a little bit. And then Baldock comes in and lays an excellent hit there.
Well, that's in a game like this, though, that's what you need if you're the Mountaineers.
And Rapper an opportunity, loose out front there. Brown spread out across the crease and is able to make the save. Was here with 7:19 left to go. Tables are turning here. Mountaineers are getting legs back here.
Well, like I was about to say right before that happened, if you're the Mountaineers right now, that's what you need, fourth line depth. And the fourth line has been doing a great job in this game. They've kept Mountaineers in it, to be honest. And that's the type of thing you need, depth.
Shot in on net. That one's going to be saved there by Fotopoulos.
That fourth line depth is something that the Mountaineers really, they haven't struggled with, but I don't think it's been a huge talking point. And tonight it's a talking point. So I think that's a good sign.
Barber is able to get that one up ahead. Kaczynski over to Karen. Karen over to Taylor. Taylor back up against the wall will make the pass there. That was going to be tipped out into the neutral zone. Now all the way down the length of the ice. There is Barber back behind his own net to retrieve it. Barber pushes that one ahead, but that one's going to be intercepted there by Justice. Schmidt with it. Leaves it there for Kaczynski. Karen couldn't quite gather that one. Kept in. Justice now with it. Justice. Center opportunity there from the middle there. Could not quite get it, and it sneaks through the post there. As Fotopoulos wasn't quite able to get it there, and we got some yelling there and words being exchanged now. Discussion happening down by the net. Fotopoulos still down. Words were being said in front of the Mountaineer bench there.
It just trickled in ever so slightly. I mean, that puck was against the pad, the skate, and the post. And
that's just unlucky.
Just unlucky. It just trickles in. And what did I say, Ian? 2-goal lead was dangerous, and now Lehigh back in this game. 6:18 to go, tie game. It's anybody's game now.
Yep. That one's back down. Now Chirico up at Stouffer. Couldn't quite gather that one. Shot in there. Fotopoulos is right there for the save. This final 6 minutes here is going to be fun.
Well, Ian, remember how I said we weren't going to make it to midnight?
We may be making it a midnight now.
Well, if this goes past regulation, we might see the clock turn 12.
Get the net back on here. Puck is dropped here and immediately trickles in on Fotopoulos, but he is ready for that one. He covers that one up for the whistle.
Well, as they like to say, Big Ben struck 12.
Let's hope we don't get there.
I want to see a West Virginia winner.
Yep. Bruno, that face-off there, back to Tirico, but turnover there. There, Tirico back with it. Now that one's along the boards. Now hit off the glass. There's Brombos. Has control of it here, Brombos. Leaves it Sokol now. Sokol with some speed will flip it over the defender's head there. Scoots on in there, and Brown's out of the crease there to make that save. And we have a little bit more extracurriculars happening down at the other end of the ice here.
Well, I would really like to know what might have been exchanged when the line that scored the goal went past the West Virginia bench.
I didn't quite see. I was looking down at the net.
Just because the referees had to get in there and make sure they kept moving and didn't stay next to the bench.
Immediate shot there.
Whatever was said was probably not safe to say on air.
Probably not. Bit of trash talking was happening. Balduck with it.
Oh, in hockey they like to call that chirping.
Well, it's all fun and game. They'll chirp. Chirp and trash talk. It's all the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Jones. That will be back in now. Balduck. Balduck has that one back. Balduck. Over. Now. Taking the face-off there for the Mountaineers. Tied up. Kaczynski. They'll get it. Barber now with it. Barber. Up ahead to Kaczynski. Couldn't quite gather it. Justice there for Lehigh to gather it. Battle for it in the boards. The corner there. Still loose now in the center there. Lehigh is able to get it out. And here they come down. And that immediate shot there is more extracurriculars happen.
I didn't see nothing wrong with that.
Makes that save.
That was right as the whistle was getting blown. I didn't see anything wrong with that.
Nothing there.
But
nothing
again,
that really diverged, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. As I said at the open, in the first period, going to have to keep an eye on that all game. We certainly have.
Well, what did I say? It's getting a lot more chippy towards the end of the game. And in these D1 games, it seems that's how it's happening almost every game.
Barber up to Shea there. Bruno's able to knock that one loose and push that one back on the boards, up in the air. Lands back down there. A bit of a coming together there between a few players. As Lehigh now with it. Gets flipped up into the neutral zone there, and Schmidt is able to pull that one down. Lead it off for Sokol. There, behind the net battle, loose out front here. Brown dives on top of that one for the save there. It's almost like Brown heard us when we said that we might be looking at a goalie change.
Yeah, I think he might have taken offense to that.
Yeah, he's been playing great ever since
he had a rocky first period, and that's objective. That's a fact. But I just think that I think that he got into the game. I think maybe the intermissions probably helped him a little bit. He got to talk to some of the coaches. I think that helped him out a lot. But this is probably, in my opinion, pretty much an average game for him, considering his goals against average being .467. I think that, this is pretty much around what I expected out of this. I just didn't expect the Mountaineers to maybe give up the 4 goals that they have.
Fauser with it now. Where went down, looked like he just lost an edge there.
That hit the post, I believe.
We've had some chances here for the Mountaineers here. They still have it. That's Haban with it. Haban leaves it for Brombos. His shot there went high. West Virginia just trying to get the go-ahead goal here.
It just barely sailed over the net. That was such a good shot.
Sokol now with it. Sokol bringing it in. There he get guided there right to the boards. Either there, Bullduck with it. That one out. That one's pushed back on in there by Devio. Lehigh with it. Their stretch pass. There, good defense there by Taylor. Not allowing Gruber quite handle that pass. That puck now is going to trickle out into the neutral zone where Lehigh will pick it up. Within 2 minutes there, and that one's going to be tipped into the Mountaineer bench there. That will cause the whistle. 1:49 left to go here.
I don't know. I think in this one you might be destined to see overtime, providing something, a miracle, quite frankly, from either team. I just think that with 1:49 there might not be enough time. But you never know in hockey, things can change in split seconds.
They'll kick that one ahead. Shot in on net. Saved there by Fadopoulos. He'll hang on to that one. 1:40 now left to go. Say that. 1:40 is still plenty of time here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Plenty of time in a tie game.
Bring out the top line here. Does Tyler Kutek, head coach of the Mountaineers. Unable to win it. Haban, they able to clear it out though. Fowler giving chase. Fowler couldn't quite get it. Battle now on the boards. There, but Gruber's able to avoid all of them. He has the puck, centering opportunity there.
Oh.
Almost an own goal there by Haban.
That was close.
That was dangerous there. We set things up. Their shot there went wide. That's going to trickle now down. 1:05 now left to go. We got turnover here. So his shot there, saved there by Brown. It's loose. He doesn't know where it is. Shot there, still a loose out front there. The whistle's blown.
It went off the side of the net because what happened, Brown was on top of it. It got kicked to the right. They tried to bury it in a wide open net, and it hits the side of the net a couple times. I'm going to look at the replay. Yeah, it goes off the right-hand post from our vantage point.
And Tyler Kutek's trying to get the timeout, and indeed he does get that timeout here.
I think that's a smart decision.
So
you got to face off down in that end, talk it over with the boys, and see see what we can do here off this face-off.
55.4 seconds left to go here. As it appears West Virginia will be trying to design a play here. That top line there, as it appears, will be Jones, Fowler, Haban. We out there for your forwards on the ice for the Mountaineers. That would be my guess, probably along with Chirico and Brombos, your starting defensive pair as well.
Well, folks, during this timeout, it might be time to go put the coffee on and get ready for what could potentially be an overtime game. But also, I encourage you to get off of your sofa, lawn chair, plastic chair, wherever you might be sitting down to watch, or maybe you're standing already. But anyway, well, if you're standing, you should sit down. If you're sitting, you should stand up. Get the blood flowing a little bit. This has been a long one.
Yep, it certainly has. We're all getting the blood flowing up here.
Do some jumping jacks.
We are getting ready.
Get the excitement.
Here. Set here, final 55.4 seconds. Here to go.
Do we have a miracle in us in this last 55 seconds?
Be to the right of Brown here. Aaron, I was wrong. It appears they'll bring out the second line of Sokol, Bruno, and Shea, along with the defensive pair of Schmidt and Barber.
Well, I think they might be saving that first line for overtime.
Once now, Sokol, his shot there went high and found the netting. That one, 33.1, still
They're keeping the
Time left.
keeping the puck down on that end of the ice. I think that is probably the best thing that they can do right now.
You gotta remember, they scored with like 17 seconds to go there in the first.
Yeah.
Why can't they do it again here in the third? Back now to Barber. His shot there, that one just deflected wide there and out into the neutral zone. But Barber back now with it behind the net here. As a Bond now out on the ice. Fauser, here's the first line for you. That one's back now. Barber, stretch pass there, try to connect with a Bond,
Yeah,
could not.
I think that'll do it.
And that will do it there, as Schmidt will just contend to letting this one go to overtime as he will hold the puck behind the net there. And there's the buzzer, and we'll be going to overtime. So with that, we'll take a couple-minute break, and we'll be back with you for some 3-on-3 overtime hockey. And we'll be back here for the start of the overtime period. 3-on-3 here. A Bond gets it right off the face-off there from Bruno. Brings it over down to Bruno. Couldn't quite bury it. It was almost over very quickly here, folks. As here come Knopf the other way. He gets chopped on the boards there by Bolduc. Leaves it there for Bruno. Bruno back to now to Bolduc. Bolduc has it. Up ahead there to Bruno. Bruno will bring this one in, cross the line here. And he'll retreat back out into the neutral zone now.
Well, that's the way you play this 3-on-3. You got to have possession.
Here's Haban now. Haban brings on in. His shot there went wide. We go back up to the point there. Bolduc. Bolduc will retreat back into the neutral zone. As Jones will come out onto the ice along with Fauser. Fauser will tip that one down on in here. Fauser is able to get it back here. As in the zone, tips it across. Jones giving chase there, but Erzniak was the first one there. Fauser back with it. Fauser with it there. You also have Barber on the ice with Jones and Fauser. Pinned up along the boards there. You have Fauser, Jones, as Erghart will come away with it. Pass up ahead there for Gruber. Could not quite connect on that one. And as he gets hit hard up against the boards there by Jones. Jones now retreat. 2 minutes have gone by here in the 3-on-3 overtime. West Virginia now pass there. Jones will skate down after it. Jones has control of it here. Jones over now for Barber. Barber will skate that one out. And he gets that one across the ice there for Sokol. Sokol gets knocked off the puck. As Lehigh now has it back. Gruber now with it. Gruber bringing on in here. Shot there from Loret went wide there. There's Berghart. Gets it. Now back to Loret there. And that's left for Heinberg. Heinberg with it. His pass down now. Cross. Yeah, he's there. That shot there went wide. Lehigh still has it behind the net now. Brings it on in. Doppus is right there hugging the post there. Mountaineers come the other way. Have numbers. They just couldn't quite control the puck there. Haban battling for it there. Out in front there. And that will be a hand pass there. So that will be the first whistle here in the overtime period with 1:34 left to go.
Yeah, you don't say that's the first whistle. I mean, you sound out of breath there, Ian. But something that did come to me as I was thinking about it, I believe this would be the first overtime of the season that Jacob Brown has been in.
It may be. We'll have to see. And shot, and they score! Hold on for Bruno! And game over! The West Virginia Mountaineers have defeated the Mountain Hawks of Lehigh University here this evening. Your score is 5-4. And that goal, as I said, number 66, Leonard Haban.
Well, Ian, all I've got to say about this one was that it was a 2-on-1 coming the other way, a pass between the legs, and a wonderful shot. And that is how the Mountaineers are going to win this one. So you know what I have to say, Ian? Lock the door, turn out the lights, game over.
Game over indeed.
Set match point.
The final score here tonight, West Virginia 5, Lehigh University 4. Ian Murray, Rich Jerkovich, we'll be back with you on the call there tomorrow afternoon, 4:15. As always, good night and
Rematch
cue
of this
Country
one.
Roads. Yep.